Hey friends, it's Jason, and today we are talking about Hall of Smoke by H.M.Long, Canadian author, and this Norse-inspired series is awesome. I burned through this book, and actually the second book, which is called Temple of No God, which I also have. I burned through these back to back. They were very good. The story basically follows the main character, Hessa, who is and I'm probably going to say this wrong, but I hope I say it right, Iangi priestess, and she is a priestess of the god of war for her people. And it's a very interesting power that they gain from being a priestess of this god. They can destroy their enemies with a very powerful scream that I think they like turn their bones to dust or something like that. And it's a very interesting power. There are some unique magical powers in this story, and that being one of them. And the story starts off with Hessa. She has disobeyed an order from her goddess, and she is now exorcised from the priesthood, and she is trying to figure out a way to get back into the good graces of her goddess. Now, while she is gone away from her village, town, whatever, every year there's raiders from another country or up in the mountains or whatever nearby that come and raid her country and her people. And while she is gone, these raiders, they come and they destroy her town and kill a lot of the people and her friends in the town. And she is grieving over this, and her excommunication from the priesthood, yeah, I guess. So she goes off on a quest to find the individual that she didn't kill at the request of her god, a goddess, sorry. And that's the whole premise for this book, is she is going off to try and atone for what she didn't do for her goddess, and plus grieving the destruction of her home, where the actual main building is the Hall of Smoke. Obviously, throughout her quest, she discovers some new information about what is going on with the gods and goddesses, and realizes that there is some old gods that no longer exist, and that her existing gods are new gods, and there's some old powers trying to be awakened, and there's a whole bunch going on. So it's interesting, and she discovers that some of her new gods are actually dying. So I'm trying to make this as spoiler free as I possibly can, so that I don't kill anything for the story for you. And it's a really interesting story, and I really enjoyed it. I saw this book all over TikTok a lot, and so I decided to pick it up. And plus, you know, with H.M.Long being Canadian author from Ontario, I thought that, hey, let's support a fellow Canuck and check it out. And I really enjoyed this story. So Hessa is thrust into battles that she doesn't really want to be in. She's simply trying to get back in the good graces of her goddess, and she's learning some things about her goddess that were a bit surprising. And Hall of Smoke is very good, and the follow-up Temple of No God is just as good. I'm not going to talk too much about this one, because this one, if I give you too much of the story here, it will reveal too much from this one. But these are both really, really good, and I definitely recommend them. Another thing that I'd recommend as well is these two books are out right now, and the nice thing is the third book, the final book in this series, is coming out in January. So these would make awesome Christmas gifts for somebody that's a fantasy fan. or yourself. And these are, like I said, the third book is coming out in January. It's called Barrow of Winter, and it will be, I'll put a picture of the cover up here, and again, it's coming out in January, so you would be able to get through these two books and go right into the third book in January to finish off the series, which would be awesome. So check these out. I think that most people will like them, especially anyone that kind of likes a Norse-inspired story. There's lots of that in this book, and you'll pick up on that right away. There's found family, there's quests, there's hidden enemies, there's mystery, there's drama, there's death. And there is a lurking evil coming from this one to this one. So check it out, and check out Hall of Smoke and Temple of No God. And in January, you will be able to get Barrow of No Winter. And if you check them out, I hope you like them. And if you like this review of these books, please hit the like button down below, hit subscribe while you're down there, and I'll see you again next time.